Hi, back in my first video progress, I have only explained and showed a glimpse of what the topic is about, like an introduction. And now, I will explain in more detail about the watermarking scheme, blockchain, and anything else that involved in this scheme, such as the hash function, usage of QR code, and IPFS. There are four types of watermark, and it is differentiated by working domain, type of document to be watermarked, human perception, and application. The working domain, or known as the algorithm of the watermarking scheme, is split into two categories, that is spatial domain and frequency domain. The style of the watermark has three parts. The first one is noise watermark, mostly used in audio or video types of documents. The second one is logo watermark, used by image document. And the last one is message watermark, used in text documents. There are two types of human perception. The first one is visible watermarking, and the second one is invisible watermarking. Basically, the visible watermarking is like a visible digital data, like watermarking on the paper and television channels, for example, Borneo Post and TV3. Meanwhile, for invisible watermarking, it is information or digital data that can't be seen by the human eyes, and it can only be detected by the right software. When it comes to invisible watermarking, it has a private watermark and public watermark. The private watermark contains information for identifying the licensee or to prove the ownership right. Meanwhile, the public watermark retrieved by the receiver licensee of the copyright material. There are many applications of watermark for both source-based and destination-based, and among all of them, digital right management application play the most important role in this watermarking scheme because it can be defined as the description, identification, trading, protecting, monitoring, and tracking all forms of usage of a tangible and intangible assets. It concerns the management of digital rights and the enforcement of rights digitally. Digital watermarks has two modules. That is, first, the watermark insertion or watermark embedding module, and the second module is the watermark extraction and detection. Watermark embedding module uses a key to embed the watermark into the original image, while the watermark detection and extraction is used to determine whether the data contains any specific watermark or it can be extracted by the software. A blockchain is a data structure that makes it possible to create a digital ledger of data and share it among a network of independent parties. There are many different types of blockchain, which is public blockchain, private blockchain, and permission blockchain. All three types of blockchains use cryptography to allow each participant on any given network to manage their ledger in a secure way without the need of the central authority to enforce the rule. The removal of the central authority from the database structure is one of the most important and powerful aspects of blockchain. The network in blockchain is composed of full nodes. Full nodes is like, think of them as a computer running an algorithm that is securing the network. Each of the nodes contains a complete record of all the transactions that were ever recorded in that blockchain. The nodes are located all over the world and it can be operated by anyone. It is difficult, expensive, and time consuming to operate a full node, so people don't do it for free. They are incentivized to operate a node because they want to earn cryptocurrency. The underlying blockchain algorithm rewards them for their service. Well, the reward is usually like a token or cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, and so on. Hash tree, known as a Merkle tree, are used in the hash-based cryptocurrency. Hash tree can be used to verify any kind of data stored, handled, and transferred in between the computers. They can help ensure that data blocks received from the other peers in a peer-to-peer network are received undamaged and unaltered, and even to check that the other peers do not lie and send fake blocks. A hash function is any function that is used to map data of an arbitrary size to a fixed size output. A hashing algorithm is applied to the data input, and the resulting fixed length output is referred to the hash. Many hashing algorithms are widely publicly available and can be selected based on the needs. Cryptographic hash function can be used to map sensitive information into hash value with high dispersion, causing even the slightest change in the source information to produce widely different hash results. Perception hash are another category of hashing function that maps source data into hashes while maintaining its correlation. This type of function allows us to make meaningful comparison between hashes and in order to indirectly measure the similarity between the source data. QR code image can be utilized as an advanced watermark images. Above all else, QR code has a specific adaptation to non-critical failure capacity. Regardless of whether there's a orientation on a QR code image, it can in any case be pre-used by machine. The encrypted QR code is used to store the address of the public key and the private key of the owner as well as for the user in the blockchain network. The Interplanetary File System (IPFS) is a protocol and peer-to-peer network to storing and for sharing data in a distributed file system. IPFS uses content addressing to uniquely identify each file in a global namespace connecting all computing devices. IPFS attempts to address the deficiencies of the client-server model and HTTP web through a novel P2P file sharing system. This system is a synthesis of several new and existing innovations. IPFS provides high throughput, low latency, and data distribution. It is also decentralized and secure, and this opens up several interesting and exciting use cases, and it can be used to deliver content to websites globally, stores files with automatic versioning backup, or facilitate secure file sharing and encrypted communication. Well, I guess that's about it for now. In the next upcoming video, I will present about the related work regarding this topic, the algorithm of the purpose system to be implemented in this scheme, and as well as for the future work. Thank you.